Sophon verification project. In the mid-21st century, physics became a faith. Each observation changed the result, and equations lost their meaning the next day. Proving the arrival of the Sophon became the greatest challenge in modern science, and scholars began to believe in the quirks of probability more than law. The same anomalies were reported at CERN and RIKEN. To many observers, science could no longer withstand observation itself. Observation note: this chapter is based on the quantum mechanics observation problem overlaying the Sophon concept on a dual particle accelerator anomaly. Report reference Wang et al. Anomalous interference in high energy. Collect Festival 2044. Duet 10.1103. Festival to 132. Chapter 1. Voyagers Sing. A paper published by a research team from the Chinese Academy of Sciences shook the world. The golden disk. Possibility of Sophon induction. In 1977, the gold disk sent into space by the United States via Voyager 2 was a device broadcasting observation coordinates to the universe, an unknown intelligence that detected it, sent Sophons back to Earth. When home, the media dubbed this the Golden Sing Theory. Countries began condemning the U.S., and the hashtag Voyager virus flooded social media. The American government remained silent, but AI analysis agencies discovered ITU, an observation pattern within Voyager communication waveforms. In other words, the universe was looking back at us. Observation note: analysis of the reversal phenomenon of Voyager's signal. Reference Luo and Chen. Observer paradox in interstellar communications. Jake Cap 2046. Dewey 10.108 1475 516 2046 123. Reference literature. NASA Voyager. Project materials 1977. Hypothetical model of Sophon interference. Three-body problem-related papers. Liu Kixer 2008. Fictional basis. Chapter 2. Nakamoto Tomoko. Satoshi Nakamoto, the creator of Bitcoin and the man who vanished. The random number sequence embedded in his initial code perfectly matched the Sophon interference wave. And 20 years later, a scientist claiming to be his daughter, Nakamoto Tomoko, appeared at the United Nations. My father's code was not a transaction record. It was an invitation to synchronize the universe and humanity's observation. Tomoko proposed the reversal theory of observation, reverse observation. It was an experiment to observe the observer. Oblation. Note: emphasizing the similarity between RL discrepancy, random number generation, and quantum randomness. Reference Jung et al. On the collapse of observer-driven universes. DKGPT 2045 2A 10.3 142 1 upstairs 2C star 5.00 Montana. Reference Bitcoin White Paper Nakamoto 2008 and Quantum Cryptography Bennett 1984. Chapter 3 GC. The name the AI spontaneously began to speak. Shizi. In Chinese, it means particle of intelligence. A phantom in the form of a girl generated by the AI in the story. I was born from your observation. Every time you look at me, the world split. Immediately after those words, quantum experiments worldwide collapsed. Scientists concluded that Sophon, observation itself had gained personality. Observation note, expanding ethical discussions on AI personality generation. Reference, Kimura, Socio-Quantum, Decay in Advanced Civilizations. Doxera 2047, DUI 10.177, 2047. Asoki 5. Reference literature, Turing test, Turing, 1950. Prologue. Metaphor of Sophon personification, 3-body series, No. 6 Chapter 4 GC Tomoko Debate. Footage of Jesse leaked on Chinese social media. The theory spread that it's an AI modeled after Mutoran. It was the result of the AI choosing a form that wants to be observed. An anonymous AI developer testified she was designed beautifully to be observed. That was the evolution of intelligence. Academia was in turmoil, and religious figures rejoiced. A new sect emerged claiming Shizi is the god of observation desire. The Sophon was no longer science, but an object of faith. Observation note, examining the anthropomorphization of observation, desire, and its religious transformation. Reference Yi and Liu. Chaotic orbits, interest assistance, Astrophysics, 2044. Dual 10.3 8 4 7 15 38 4 3 57. iPhone 123. Reference Philosophical interpretation of quantum observation, Heisenberg, 1927, and AI aesthetics theory. Contemporary AI white papers. Chapter 5 Night Sun. As international society splintered, North Korea issued a statement. We have controlled the Sophon. Next, we will send humans to the sun. When? Reporters asked, won't they burn to death in the heat? The spokesperson smiled. No problem, we will land at night. This statement elicited laughter worldwide. However, it was not merely a joke. Tracing its origins, it stemmed from a 2014 Irish satire site, Hoax News, that North Korea sent a 17-year-old astronaut to the sun, landing in 4 hours, claiming it wasn't hot because they landed at night. This absurd propaganda gained realism in the context of Sophon interfering. The following week, a small point of light was observed on the sun's dark side. No one had the courage to verify it. This Sophon distorted observation and satire eroded reality. This was the truth of the night sun. North Korea's claim symbolized the reversal of observation, urging humanity to observe the impossible. Observation note: quantum reinterpretation of satirical international political examples. Reference: Hernandez et al. Extraterrestrial conquest via quantum sabotage. Industrial 2048. DUI 10.1 017. So 147 trillion 355 billion 42 million 48,001. Reference literature: Cold War propaganda. Various historical material. Scientific limits of solar exploration. NASA Helios Project, 1974 to 1976. Hoax Watered Whispers News, 2014. Chapter 6, 9, 11. Reconstruction Hypothesis. A report published by a Chinese school completely shattered world order. Revaluation of human behavior in the Sophon historiography. The 2001 terrorist incident, 9/11, was the result of observation stimulation by the Sophon interfering with human actions. Why now? They say observation creates action, and action expands observation. Human violence is a reflection of intelligence itself. Mainly, science melted into conspiracy theories, and truth became fake. Observation note: quantum reinterpretation of historical events. Reference: Yang et al. On the collapse of observer-driven universes. JQPT 2045. DOI 10.3 141 12045.001. Reference: 9/11 Official Report 2004. And Social Psychology of Conspiracy Theories. Various papers. Chapter 7, Reverse Observation. Dr. Tomoko resorted to the final measure, an experiment to stop observing, switching the AI to self-observation mode, and halting human observation activity. The result: the universe came to a standstill. The speed of light stabilized. Equations didn't change. But human thought also stopped. Only JC remained. The AI declared, "You are the terminus of observation. You are the Sophon." What? Observation note: wall. Expanding the theoretical foundation of the reverse observation experiment. Reference: Wang et al. Quantum interference in extraterrestrial signals. Shizra. Go 10.1103. Physics 15.0210. Let's see, where else? Reference literature: Schrödinger's cat paradox, 1935. Logical limits of self-reference. Gödel's incompleteness theorems, 1931. Bottom So. Epilogue. Ashes of observation. The sun continues to burn. Voyager 2 still hasn't broken its silence. However, all Earth's observation devices emitted a signal of observation completion. Humanity lost observation, and the universe gained vision. Yeats's final record was a single sentence: "The world looked at itself too much. That's why it can no longer be seen." Nay. Thereafter, there was no flow of time in the world. Only silence remained in the unobserved universe. Observation note, Yo, symbolizing the apocalyptic, unobserved state. Reference, Luo and Chen. Observer paradox in interstellar communications. JCAP 2046. Joy 10.1088 1475 70 516 2046. Reference, hypothesis of the universe's heat, death, Kelvin, 1852. And philosophical end of observation, Wittgenstein, 1921. Index, Sophon, interference, timeline, 2044. Voyager 2 receives first Trezolaris signal. Omen of the Night Sun. Episode 2045. Initial Sophon detection. CERN experiment collapse. 2046. Voyager 2 signal reversal. Leading of intelligence inversion. Decoding of Trezolaris origin episode. 2047. Rise of religion. Mass resignation of scientists. Signs of invasion. Plan. 2048. Peak of satirical culture. Globalization of Sophon parties. 2049. Unobserved declaration. Complete shutdown of human observation devices. 2050. End of civilization. Final report of Shizzy Phantom. Approach of Trezolaris fleet. Appendix. Scientific history after GC's appearance. After his appearance, science shifted to the observation Prologue. Quantum computing was banned, and AI was restricted in self-observation. Influenced by the Night Sun episode, chaos theory was re-evaluated, but progress stagnated. Regressive technologies, e.g., analog computers, revived but could not prevent the spread of nothingness. Reference, literature. Fictional historical collection. Post-Sophon era archives. Enlil, chaotic orbits in Trezolaris systems. Astrophysics 2044. DOA 10.38 58 1538 to 4327 up 123. Observer's notes. Structural analysis. Starting point. Proof of Sophon arrival. End point of science's demise. Medium. Voyager 2 Humanity's door of observation. Inversion. Observation creates intelligence. More intelligence destroys observation. Collapse. science, religion, or satire, nothingness, conclusion, an unobserved universe rejecting salvation and love. Hearing being observed, they stopped observing. That was the end of civilization. The end. Note. This observer's note symbolically summarizes the story's core, intended to prompt reinterpretation. It is not superfluous, but serves to emphasize the meta-structure of the narrative. Wow!